Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been such a long time, maybe 2 years since my last post. And I know I just started my YouTube channel. I've been on social media, on Instagram, TikTok. I'm still trying to figure it out, but YouTube is something that I've always wanted to do and I feel passionate about. I recently asked a couple of content creators and people that are on YouTube how did they start, and they were like, you are going to learn by failing. And it's so true. You learn over time. You just create content, put it out there, somebody's gonna watch it. So if you're watching this video, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to you. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see how I created this look with the new quad of Chanel Beauty, keep watching. So if you have already noticed, I'm very inspired about this limited edition collection just launched from Chanel. I saw it on Hey It's Jacqueline as well on Sophia Sees Beauty. I'm gonna put their YouTube channels right down below for you to see them. I got super inspired and I was like, okay, I need to go to the Chanel Beauty boutique here next to me in Miami, and I need to get a hold of at least one of the quads, because I try very hard to not go crazy and buy them all, but it was a very tough decision, I would say. And there was one that I said, okay, let me pick out which one I'm gonna be using on a daily basis. That could be part of my everyday makeup, because sometimes as beauty influencers, if you're in the beauty world, you tend to purchase so many beauty products that it gets to a point where you have too much, and it's not necessary to have so many. So I made a promise to myself that I was gonna buy only one, because I already have other skincare and also makeup products from Chanel that I could use for this makeup look. As today, you can already see me, I have nothing on my skin, and I wanted to start off with what I already did for the prep of my skin. I went in with Le Mousse. This is from Chanel. And I've been using this cleansing cream to foam, I would say, for about almost 10 years. And it's been a constant product that I actually really have enjoyed. I feel like I get the refreshing feel in my skin. I also love the scent. If you are not into scented products, I highly don't recommend that you try any of the Chanel products for skincare, because they do have that Camellia rose scent in them. If honestly, I suffer from atopic dermatitis, so I'm always careful with what I put on my skin, and this has been lovely. Love it. The next product that I went in is the Le Tonic from Chanel as well. And this is the anti-pollution invigorating toner. So the toner is something that I recently started using. I incorporated into my skincare routine not too long ago after a recommendation from my sales associate at the Chanel boutique here in Brickell City Center. But I love it. I love it because it's a good addition to after I do my cleanser. It smells great. I feel like my skin's hydrated. And then I go in with the Hydra Beauty Camellia water cream. Now this lovely is a product that I'm obsessed. I think that it's great for humid climates. I live in Miami and it's very humid here, and I'm constantly trying to hydrate my skin, but at the same time trying not to look as shiny on a day-to-day basis. And I feel like this has really helped my skin feel hydrated, nourished throughout the day, and as well, it serves as a great way for my base. So I'm gonna start off with this, because I already cleansed my face off camera. I only take 2 pumps. I go through that. When I love the smell. And it's very nourishing and it's very lightweight. I mean, I also feel like the products work great if your skin is hydrated. So that's key of a makeup routine, is to make sure your skin is completely hydrated, because if not, you're gonna have like dry spots and your makeup won't look good after all. And as you may have noticed as well, I do have a big mark. And that mark is because I decided to pick my skin when I shouldn't. So this is a lesson to all of you, to not be picking your skin when it's not necessary. But right now I'm just embracing it, I'm just living it. It's gonna go away, it's gonna fade. I'm wearing SPF every single day. I am not applying SPF because I don't have any Chanel SPF. I definitely want to try it out. If you have any recommendations, or if you've tried the Chanel SPF before, let me know in the comments down below. And Ollie is also interested in the Chanel SPF, I believe. But definitely, I'm here, I'm home. I know I'm supposed to be wearing SPF, but I really wanted to keep this makeup routine strictly with only Chanel Beauty. Now let's go on to the products. I always like to start with an illuminating base, and that's what I like to create if you're looking for that illuminating, glowy, not a makeup look with like a natural glow, like shining from within. My favorite is the Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid from Chanel, and this is in the color Sunkissed. I do have the other one that's a bit lighter, but in Miami I feel like we're always in summer, so I'm just gonna be applying this sheer highlighting glow. And you're gonna see I'm very generous, but I only apply 2 pumps because that's all that I need to create that base. And then of course I love to use my hands. Some people prefer to use a brush. I like to go in with my hands because I feel like I can really achieve a better natural like finish. There's no strokes. I also like that the how your hands are like warming the product, that I feel your skin really absorbs the product even better. So this is just with 1 layer of the highlighting fluid. But I look very, very glowy. But I'm gonna go in with my current favorite foundation of all. And this I discovered not too long ago, and it was actually recently launched. I still keep it in the lovely box just because it's super cute. But this is a Fond de Teint Camellia Rouge. It's the foundation, and this foundation, it came out not too long ago, and this line actually, it's more of a skincare makeup line. And that's what I really liked, because at the same time that I have something applied on my skin that's giving me a base that's covering up some of the blemishes, etc., at the same time it's skincare. So this is what the product looks. I really love it. It's perfect for your vanity as well. And I'm going to apply that with my forever favorite foundation brush. This is the IT Cosmetics brush, and I've had this one, it's maybe gonna be like 3 or 4 years. I definitely need to get a new one because I've used it a lot, but this foundation has worked really good, and applying it with this brush is one of my favorites. So as how I like to apply my product is I like to go in with foundation on my hand first, and I do 3 pumps, and then I warm it up on my hand, and then I go in and I try to center the foundation in the middle, like exactly where I need it, and I start going through here gently. You see that I have the mark. You're gonna see that it soon disappears. And honestly, I've really been enjoying applying foundation with a brush versus using a beauty blender. I think that for me, in my case, it's been easier for me to work with product. Sometimes I feel like the beauty blender absorbs the makeup that I have on. Depends. But I go through phases, so it really depends on what you like and what you feel is best And I want to know, have you used that foundation? Have you been in love with other Chanel foundations? Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite. If you have used this, what are your thoughts? I've been using it for 2 months. I love it, but I want to hear from you. Maybe it doesn't work for everyone out there, but probably there's another Chanel foundation that you like. Now next, I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is also the Chanel concealer, and then this is in the shade 20 Beige. And for my concealer, I like to apply it right here, another dot, and one extra at the end to create that lifting effect. And I do the same on the other side. So in the meantime, this side is drying up a little bit. To help you look a bit more snatched. And then for that, I go in with my Sephora Pro Concealer and 57. This makeup brush was recommended by Andrea Ali. Her YouTube channel has really been amazing. She's an amazing makeup artist based in Paris, and she recommends this brush 100%. And as soon as she recommended it, I bought it and I've loved it and I've used it a lot. Actually, might also need to get a new one, but this has been one of my favorites. I'm gonna go in. What do you think? Have you tried the Hailey Bieber concealer trick? Let me know in the comments below. The bronzer. This bronzer is not the original one. This, I would say, not the first version of the shade 390 Soleil Tan Bronze Universal. I know that they only used to have this shade Universal in a previous formula, and Chanel recently launched more shades added into their collection, which I think is great. They're becoming a bit more inclusive with other skin tones, but this bronzer has been well loved. You can already see in the package that I've used this bad boy for quite some time now, and honestly it's a very natural bronzer. I wouldn't say it's a contour product. A lot of people use it just for everyday glow. I have this in my makeup kit every single day. I constantly do makeup rotations because with so much makeup that I'm trying out on a consistent base, consistently, sorry that I can't even speak today, consistently, I try to make sure that I'm using my product and testing other ones just to make sure that I don't go, I don't miss out of using them before their expiration date. But this one, I've had it for 4 months and it's pretty well loved. So how I like to apply my bronzer, I always like to apply my bronzer a bit higher than normal. I feel like it also makes my skin look more snatched and more awake. And I'm using the Real Techniques 405 brush. The perfect brush to apply your bronzer. I really try to bring some warmth back into my skin. I do the same on the other side. Now what I like about this product is that you can also build up. So if you feel that you need a bit more, you can always do so. However, I do go with another bronzer right after. when I start using powder products. So it gives you really a healthy glow and it looks sun-kissed. And a trick that I like to do, as always, I use the W formula. And what this does is that it makes your skin look like you were sun-kissed, and the same way that you are getting the sun all around your nose. A lot of people sometimes they think that I went on a vacation, but actually it's all makeup. And it's this product that makes you look like a bronze goddess. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite shades of the Beige blushes. This shade right here, see in the bottom, it's this perfect coral. And I felt like it was a really good shade to match the pot that we're gonna be testing out today. And again, this is a product that I use with the same brush that I use my bronzer. And I don't like to apply it directly on my face. I like to grab the product with the brush and then I go in, because I feel like I have more control. Sometimes I feel that if I apply it directly to my skin, that I'm lifting the foundation underneath, and I don't want that to happen since I worked a lot on my base. I want to make sure I keep my products in place. And I know I'm going in with a lot of blush, but this is a very sheer blush. But I got used to doing that way. And you also probably already saw, I'm using that same brush, and I'm gonna be using the W method to continue with that bronzed all over sun-kissed look. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite shades of the Chanel blushes, and this is in the shade 71 Malice. And I never really use the brushes that come with the blush. I like to use my other brush, and this right here is my Sigma, and this is actually a small contour brush, but this is a 405. I feel that it's easier for me to control how much product, and I also feel like it's like the perfect size to go right in. And I like to apply it right here too, and I also apply my blush. I wouldn't say so much on my apples, but mostly up here to create that lifting effect. And this, what helps me is also set the blush that I previously applied. So now that we're all blushed and ready, I'm gonna go in with a highlighter. And this highlighter is the one that I use as my everyday mirror. This is the Rosy Gold, shade 30. And I like to apply that with this brush. This is the Real Techniques 402 brush. But it's a very, I wouldn't say that it's a beaming highlighter like some of the ones that we see out at the market, but it's definitely a highlighter that has some glitter, not crazy amount, so it really depends on what you like. I go on a little bit on the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose. My cupid's bow. So people use their hands, I still use a brush. This is the base. This is how the base is looking. Loving it so far. And I can never go out without more bronzer. And you might think that I'm crazy because I already look bronzed. I put a lot of blush, but it just it's an extra little touch. And this right here, it's the Healthy Glow Luminous color. This is in the shade Medium Deep. I'm gonna be using it with this Wonder Beauty double side brush. And just lightly go over where I bronzed. This also helps it to stay in place. And again, my eyes. For the moment we've all been waiting for. I did it. I bought it. I bought the quad. I ran to the Brickell City Center store. I'm gonna leave the contact of my sales associate down below. Make sure to contact him because he's always sending me messages when something is recently launched. I get all of my products from him. He's the best. He sends me pictures, he sends me swatches, he sends me everything, and he keeps a really close relationship with all of his clients. I actually think that he's also the sales associate of Michelle Wang. So if you follow Michelle Wang, I am inspired by her on a constant basis. I have her on my YouTube because YouTube is all I watch, and she is, I would say, one of the top luxury you know, influencers for me in the makeup industry and the beauty industry, I would say, on YouTube, as well as her lovely fashion inspirations on Instagram. But back to the quad. I went in and I bought it finally, and I also got a lot of samples. But this is the new Les for Ombres Tweed. Year 1 Tweed Cuvire. I don't know how to, I don't speak French. If you speak French, I'm sorry, but I've tried and I'm pretty bad. But this packaging, I posted on my Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, I'm gonna put my Instagram right below. But it's just beautiful. Look at that. So now you know why I was inspired. The tweed is everything. So I don't think this tweed is the same that they use on anything else. I believe, maybe, I mean, it seems like it has the Chanel logo on the inside. But definitely a piece that I will keep. I always keep the ones also that come with the other quads. So this is something that I definitely keep. I like to have them so they're not scratched. But this one is gorgeous and it will be a very special memory for me. But now the moment to reveal. This is the tweed. I'm so excited about the shades. Hopefully the camera is grabbing all the beautiful colors. But why I got this one is because I felt that this could be something that I can use year round. And that's what I've been really trying to focus on, is on buying products that I can use constantly. I used to tend to buy palettes like the Natasha Denona palettes that are highly pigmented and like multiple colors. I would get them every single time. But now I'm really trying to buy makeup consciously, and to buy products that I'm gonna use more often than what is just going to be sitting in my drawer and waiting for me to use when I want to create, like, you know, a very artistic kind of look, which I haven't done in a very long time. I used to do it all the time before, but lately I've been really into the same routine. Let's start with this shade. So this shade right here, let me just grab quad. This is this shade Fawn's Dark. I'm gonna go with my different finger. I'm not into swatch it again. And that is this shade Medium. And then left bottom. Finger that I haven't used. try to swatch it for you on the screen. This is the shade as well, like medium, the bottom. And this right here is more of a gold. Ah, this one has sparkles. So you see it's a bit more sparkly. And I would honestly think this comes right perfect in time because we're right around the corner of the holidays. And it's definitely shades that I could use for the holiday season. So let me start off. I want to create, let me see. Maybe I'm gonna go in with this shade. As you all know, the quads of Chanel, they're not as pigmented as other palettes. And referencing back to what I said previously, Chanel really tries to embrace women's beauty and to keep it more natural. I mean, you could definitely build it up, but they're not gonna give you like Vanessa Myricks or Natasha Denona finish. It's more of a natural look. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. That's with that shade. And now I want to go in with a different brush. I forgot the blush. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It happens to me all the time. I always say I'm gonna film a YouTube video. I have all my setup, my lights, everything planned, and I forget something. Are you one of those people? If you are, give me a thumbs up on this video. So with a darker shade, I'm going to create my wing. And honestly, I feel like it's a really good shade. And it looks very natural. It also helps you look more like cat eye. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And a lot of people ask me, like, how can you do and make sure that you get as precise as the same other line? I think it's with practice. If you do it consistently and repeatedly, you're gonna get better at it. But what I try, and my favorite brushes are shaped like this, is to grab the brush, press to make a line, and then you continue. And I bring it only until the center of my eye, so that way the concentration of the product is on the outer side of the eye. If I feel that I need more, I can always do that. And then I go in and start blending, because I want it to look more natural. And honestly, I use the same brush. I don't change it. If I do have other brushes in hand, I do it, but not. That's the wing that I do. The sparkle right here, which is a gold shade, and I'm just gonna use it with my finger, and I'm gonna press it onto the middle. Oh yeah, that has a lot of sparkle, actually, more than what I thought. Just gonna bring some light to the center of my eye. Okay, that definitely is too much glitter for me. I would say for an everyday. I don't use glitter like this all the time, but it kind of reminds me of the Hourglass Scattered Lights. Some of those shades are my favorite. But if you can you see the sparkles? Maybe I'm gonna bring you closer. And see if you can see the sparkles. It kind of shows right there, like, so you can see some of those sparkles on there. But overall, I'm liking the quad so far. So I've only used 3 shades from the quad. These are the swatches. I don't have a mascara from Chanel. That's the only product I might need to get. But I do have a mascara sample of the new mascara that they just launched. This is a Noir Allure mascara, shade 10 Noir. And I'm actually gonna test it out with you on camera to see if I like it and to see if I actually need to run over and buy it. And for my eyelashes, I am an eyelash curler fan. And my favorite one of all times is the Shiseido. I've used this for a very long time. I've had only 2, probably because they last a lot. Probably this one is like 4 years old, and I clean them almost every single day. But I always say that the key to a perfect eye is your eyelashes, and I don't use fake eyelashes at all or anything. Nothing that it's wrong to use fake eyelashes, but it's just not what I like and feel good with. And honestly, I've been feeling good about my lashes because I've been using an eyelash serum, which is by Grande Lash, and my eyelashes have started to grow back. I went through a phase where I kind of lost a lot of my eyelashes, and they were very short. I didn't feel confident about myself, and since I started using Grande Lash, it felt like you see, you can notice, I have more lashes, and it already makes me look awake. And I am not sponsored, this video, FYI. So what I'm recommending is what I actually think that works good and what has worked for me. So let's go in with the Noir Allure mascara. I need to learn French. That's gonna be my goal for the remaining of this year. And I always like to go with a very light hand and work with my mascara very softly and make sure that I blink to coat every single lash. And one of my pet peeves, I would say, is seeing people that they just put their mascara on pretty quickly. First of all, it's dangerous, and second of all, I think that your lashes really appreciate it if you take your time, because it really helps for volume. If you're looking to make your mascara look natural, you can coat them perfectly, see exactly where you need more, where you need less. And overall, this mascara is really looking good. Not that I need to spend more money, but it looks good. And then I go in again on the other side. Never on my lower lashes. I don't know, it's just something that I've liked. It's something that it's worked for me. I feel like it makes me look a bit more awake. Honestly, this makeup look is looking good. I am very impressed about the quad, but as well with the base. I'm telling you, this foundation is everything. And I think I'm only missing lips. And what I'm going to be using is my all-time favorite lip liner from Chanel. This is what I have, and I actually posted it on a reel on Instagram. This is the Nude Brun 162 lip liner, and it's a very natural lip liner, and it's closer to the shade of my lips. With my finger, you can see, you could leave it just like that. It's that perfect everyday shade that you need. And then what I like is, this is something that I picked up on my trip to Paris. This is the Rouge Coco Flash, and this is on the shade Jour 90. And I'm just gonna swatch it on my other hand for you. And it's a shade that's rosy, more of a rosewood color. It's very pretty, and it works great with this lip liner. And I also feel like it's good for this makeup look. And to top it off and to finish my makeup look, I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Fix Plus. I'll let it dry. And that's it. That's the makeup look. What do you think? Do you approve? Do you like the base? And also, I want to hear your thoughts about the quad. Have you picked this quad up already? Did you get all of the shades? Which shade is your favorite? Are you thinking about getting the quad? Do you think that after watching this video, would you get the quad? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below. I would say that if you are interested in getting one of the quads, this would be the best one. I think that it's very neutral. It's a shade that you could use on an everyday. This is a makeup look that even you could wear it to like work. Maybe not as heavy with the bronzer, or depends. I mean, you do you, whatever works best for you, but I feel like I wouldn't apply so much bronzer to go to work, but I would definitely do this to go out with my friends, to go anywhere, to like dinner, or even throughout the day. If you feel good about it, just go for it. But out of all the quads, I think this is definitely one that's worth the investment. These are pricey, more than the regular quads. They're $85 if I'm not mistaken. Probably, I might have to check. But definitely this is the one that I would suggest. So I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who watched this video. Honestly, being back on YouTube has been a journey, and just being back on social media also as well after a very long and necessary break has been wonderful. I feel like I've reconnected with all my friends, and I'm definitely trying to get back on YouTube, and something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I'm inspired. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would highly appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments below what else would you want for me to review next. See you in the next video. Bye.